Hello and welcome to another episode of the Backyard Football Community with me, Regis. As you can see, I'm just chilling in my living room. So you can decide to call this a podcast, but I tell you now, our thing is different. Our thing is different because basically I'll say it to my mate the other day, you know how this is from God knows just one, like high school days when the likes of Ronaldinho was running the world. I was blessed. I was opportuned to watch football in that era. How we just come out and have endless discussions. There's one that everybody remember me for. Samuel Eto'o, JJ Okocha. Every time it was this debate that was unending around, this was early 2000s. And I always used to say to my guys, I'm sorry guys, but Samuel Eto'o, for me, was clear of JJ. Now the argument is, oh, they don't play the same positions. Bro, I know what I'm saying. I know they don't play the same positions, but what I'm saying in Samuel's position, Samuel was... You consider Samuel ahead of JJ in JJ's position, if you get what I mean. This is no disrespect to JJ. Okocha was a beautiful footballer, but I think Samuel understood that there was professional. And this is not me saying JJ wasn't professional, and people who watch him will understand what I mean. Samuel Eto'o winning back-to-back CAF Footballer of the Year, top goal scorer in La Liga. You know, the list is endless. So yeah, this was our debate. I'm getting carried away. But yeah, we do this because we love it. We are here to tell you to come. It's the community for everyone. It's the backyard. That's to say, like chilling in your backyard and you're just having that lovely conversation about football. The only difference, there is a camera, but we pretend like it's not there. It is raw, it is undiluted, it is beautiful, it is lovely, just the way you know it, the way you say it, the way you see it. I'm not going to dig up stats and facts. This is everything. I know these things and I'll tell you, like, I've seen this happen, and this is, like pure football. This is it. So it's the backyard football community. And if you want to jump on, if you want to get along, come on, man. Send me a message. We're open. This is literally for everyone. So yeah, if you've listened this far, thank you. I was just thinking, where do we start from? What's going to be our first topic? Or what are we going to discuss in these early stages? I was just thinking about this man, John Mikel Obi. I'll tell you now, I saw when this guy's career kicked off. I've seen him leave, and I've seen him start doing his thing with the microphone. I tell you, it is beautiful. So when John came into limelight, early 2000s, we're still young. We're still hoping that, maybe we could be the next John Mikel Obi. Funny enough, I played midfield. People who know, shout out CHS. So you know. If you know, you know. So I played midfield as well, and I could relate. So when I see midfield play, I love it, and everyone, like people who know me, know. So I've seen Mikel Obi on the 17s, gone on to play at the World Youth Championship in 2005, where he lit up the tournament with a certain Lionel Messi. He's gone on to do great things for himself. But today, what I want us to talk about is what would have been. So obviously, we all know Mikel Obi has come out himself to say, look, he signed a contract, a pre-contract in his words, to play for Manchester United. Now, this was in 2006. Mikel Obi was born in 1987. That's to say, my man hadn't turned 20 at this time. He was still a teenager. And you have two of the biggest clubs in England fighting for your signature. Nah, To be honest, at the time, we're like, oh, okay, Man U wanted to sign him. We've seen him in Manchester jerseys, and then the next thing is playing for Chelsea. We didn't really understand. Sometimes I think about it, I'm like, what if it happens in this time and age of Fabrizio Romano, all the men there, how the internet to be going wild. But these times, nobody was shouting too much about it. It was just, we didn't even know about the story with Sir Alex Ferguson. Only he's just come out to say it recently. 19-year-old Mikel Obi turned down Manchester United to play for Chelsea. Now, my question of what would have been is, I'm looking at Jude Bellingham today, and people who watched John Mikel Obi will know that Mikel Obi is not a defensive midfielder. When Mikel lit up the world at 2000 on the World Youth Championships in 2005 with a certain Lionel Messi and the likes of all them players, Taeta, Chinedu, Obuki, and to mention but a few, Mikel was an attacking midfielder. When he went for the under-17s, Nigeria scored 3 goals. Mikel Obi got 1. In the 2005 World Youth Championship. Now I know he scored a few goals. I can't remember how many, but Mikel, what I'm saying is Mikel had goals in him. I love Mourinho. I love everything he's done as a coach. The way his media personality, his man management, how he relates with his people, even now made more visible to us in this time of social media. Imagine going to the comment section of one of your players and your manager is there like, okay, yeah, big love. So as a footballer, I can imagine, my manager is here, man. Bro, I can imagine how the Chelsea dressing room would have been back in the day. The likes of JT and co. Mikel has come out to say, I can imagine. But obviously, I'm looking at Jude Bellingham. And the way he plays now, tell you, attacking wise, Mikel was better. People who know. Now, did Jose Mourinho do Mikel Obi a disservice? Telling him, look, you cannot get into the attacking role in my team. You have to settle for this. Now, hear me out here. Still big credit to Mikel Obi because making a transition from an attacking midfielder to play defensive midfield and make the likes of Frank Lampard I tell you, every attacking midfielder, whether you're attacking midfield or a central midfielder or you're moving forward kind of midfielder, you need that guy. You need that guy who gives you that liberty to say go forward. So for him, who is to do that job, who knows, he looks at Frank and say, bro, do you know I can do what you're doing? But because the coach has said, you sit here, I'm going to do it and I'll get us trophies, league titles, Champions League, FA Cups, name it. He won literally everything with Chelsea, making a transition. A lot of footballers said, oh yeah, we used to play someone like Didier. I learned Didier said he used to be a defender, but he's just now a top, world-class striker. No evidence. But with John, there is evidence. Mikel Obi was an attacking midfielder, now turned to a defensive midfielder and done it. I want to say to perfection. Being a midfielder, the most difficult part of being a midfielder is doing the dirty job. If you can't do that, that's why when I'm still going to call Jude. Why I'm saying Jude in this is, Jude has gone to Real Madrid and he's playing under a coach that has said to him, go forward, go and express yourself, score goals. If that was the case for Mikel when he joined Chelsea, what would have been? I'm looking at the 2006 Manchester United team and the 2006 Chelsea team that he joined. Would he have flourished more in Manchester United? I know they say hindsight is always 2020, but Mikel Obi, I know somewhere deep down, I know it's difficult to say because I can't think of any black players, black in quote, African, I mean. Now, this is nothing against Manchester United, but I'm sorry. Look, if I just think of Chelsea, I think Didier Drogba. If I think Arsenal, there's a lot of them. I think Kolo Toure. I think Emmanuel Adebayor. I think Kanu Wankwo. If I think who else is a big boy? I think Liverpool. Okay, Liverpool had Jibril Cisse. Like there's an African player right now. They have Mo Salah, who is arguably he should be in Premier League all time. I can't think of who is that guy from from Manchester United, an African player who beat his chest and said, "Look, I can't think of anyone." Fortune, nah, it was me. I'm sorry, but he wasn't me. Nah, African player. Please, if you can think of anyone, let me know in the comment section as well. So what I'm saying today is, what would have been John Chekube Mikel Obi? What would have been if Jose Mourinho didn't turn this guy who was an attacking monster to this defensive beast? I give him serious credit. Again, when you tell someone who is attacking oriented, say, look, and he said it, that you can't play forward at this team. See where we have a space. Start learning from Makalele, and he's done it to perfect. And do it for 11 years. I remember that coaches who came into Chelsea, because obviously as Nigerians, we always you just have this affiliation, this love. I think maybe was it Di Matteo or somebody or AVB who wanted to drop him for Oriol Romeu. Bro, it didn't last 4 months. They knew, look, this guy he was a pillar, And when you have a player, because I play attacking midfielder, but when you have a player who is ready to put his life on the line for you and gives you that, say, go, do your thing, you're all sorted. Think about it. Every attacking midfielder needs that man. So yeah, big ups to Mikel Obi. Like Stormzy will say, every Gerrard needs a handle. Every handle needs a Gerrard. That's what it is. But yeah, let me know what you think. Was that move to Chelsea at the time? Was it the best thing was it the best thing for Mikel Obi? Because I look at that Manchester United midfield at the time was literally, I think it was Michael Carrick, Paul Scholes, probably. Okay, peak Paul Scholes, yeah, 2006-ish. But I think he would have fitted more into the Manchester United team than the I don't know, but obviously he said in Chelsea, which I totally understand. A teenager, you've come into London, you have the likes of SCN and co telling you, look, this is where you want to be. Oh, okay, fairs. But yeah, why I'm saying this again is just looking at Jude, and I'm saying, could Mikel Obi, would he have hit those heights? Like, I know you say, oh, when he came to Nigeria, he normally plays attacking, but think about it. He's now a defensive midfielder. So when he comes to Nigeria to play attacking, it's almost like you're playing him out of position, and that was a debate for a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and I hope I'm not even let's get talking. Let's engage. Let's talk about this. John Chekube Mikel Obinna, top player, and I love him, and I love what he's doing with the microphone. I think he's inspired me again to do this, because growing up and watching him playing football, like, I would say his style is what everybody wanted to copy, because obviously you want to go forward and score goals, but I like what he's doing with the mic. I'm not even selling my pod. I'm going to sell Obi-Wan podcast. So if you can, I've listened to every episode of it. I love John, JT. I hate Chelsea. I love John. Frankie, I hate Chelsea. I tell my friends, Frank Lampard, he made us to see midfield in a different light. Top goal scorer for a Chelsea, for a London club, from midfield. Nah, you're joking. Yeah. Anyways, let's get talking. I've said this too much, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have you all on board. And yeah, it's onwards and upwards from here. I'm gonna leave this place now. So ciao. See you on the next episode. But let's get talking.